Scott Walker is caught in a little conundrum. Yes, indeed, America, it is true. Wisconsin governor, who doesn't care about unions, but cares about big dollar donors, caught himself in a little bit of a lie a couple of days ago. And here is how. He insisted he voted for his conservative hero, Ronald Reagan. But when we took a look at the record, it was almost impossible for Scott Walker to vote for Ronald Reagan unless America, he committed a grade 1 felony. And let me tell you why. So he says, I want to get it right. According to Talking Points memo, he says, I remember when I was a teenager. I had just become a teenager and I voted for Ronald Reagan's limited government, smart government, lower taxes, strong national defense. You know what you were getting. You knew how a Reagan administration and a Reagan presidency was going to be better for you. But we took a look, some researchers took a look at Mr. Walker's history. Walker was born November 2nd, 1967. He would have been 13 years old when Ronald Reagan was elected the first time in 1980. The first time he could have voted for him. So he couldn't have voted that time. So the only other time he could have voted for Ronald Reagan was in 1984. But in 1984, Governor Walker was only 17, meaning that it was absolutely impossible for Governor Walker to have ever really voted for Ronald Reagan at all, unless he lied. Or unless America, he committed voter fraud. I don't know, folks. I mean, just think about it for just a second. Could it really be true that he committed voter fraud? But according to the right-wing news, the editor who published a story about Scott Walker, he says that Scott Walker's statement, he reported it incorrectly because there was an error in his transcription. He claims that Walker said a vote for Reagan meant limited government, smart government, whatever. Not I voted for Reagan because. I got to tell you, there's a big difference between those two statements. I voted for Ronald Reagan because, and a vote for Reagan because. America, I think that we have a lie in our hands. We have a little Scott Walker conspiracy. We'll have to see. We'll keep you posted on that one.